PMacMovies back yet again with my nicest white t-shirt. Let's get down to business here on PMacMovies here. I showed my Dollar Tree movies off yesterday, and now we're going to take a look at the rest of what I got this week, including 2 unboxings for things that I just got today and haven't opened yet. This is all going to be Kino Lorber, and Shout Factory. So let me just, I usually do this before I make the video, but I'm going to black out my info on here, and then we'll take a look. I did get a Kino order yesterday, and then I got one today also. Ain't that pretty neat and special, guys? Okay. If you are interested in helping out the channel, helping support the channel, if you appreciate the great entertainment that we put out here at PMacMovies, take a look in the description section for ways that you can help out PMacMovies, help contribute, help motivate me to buy more shit that I don't need. No, but it does. I do. You know, this is the only thing I collect. I kind of get interested in some of the other things that people collect. I really have no desire to collect anything else, and I don't like to, you know, like for these Dollar Tree sales, I don't like to buy absolutely everything, but everybody's got their own little thing, how they do it. Some people are very strict, some people will buy everything. It's just interesting to see the different types, but I do try to pick stuff that's pretty decent rather than blowing my load on everything. Also with these boutique sales, you know, I try to be selective, and I figure too, if I don't like stuff, I can sell it, which I just put my hand in some of the Sharpie ink, so now I have marker on my finger. It's gonna get all over the movies. They should all be wrapped in plastic though, so I'm just opening these babies up. I'm interested in the Shout Factories. I hear that their customer service isn't very good. I've never had any issues really when I've ordered from them. So this is my Kino box that I got today. These are the Kinos that I got yesterday, so I'll be showing off a big stack of Kinos. Let's start with the Shout Factory though, which they put in kind of a big box here. I don't think this is that many titles. I think it's 5-ish. So hopefully they're all in good shape and we can sleep easy tonight. Alright, they used a little paper in there to keep them steady, which is smart. We'll take these out one at a time. Alright, first we have a double feature here. Millennium and Rotor. This is these are all ones that are going out of print. Everything in here, they're going. You know, Shout Factory is no longer going to be putting them out. I'm not sure what they're calling that. It seems like it's basically the same as out of print. But I read pretty decent things about both of these movies, or at least one of them. I can't really remember. Millennium and Rotor. Yeah, I've never seen either of these, and there's some 2-packs with like 2 really crappy movies and stuff like that. I wonder if I got a receipt for how much I paid. Yeah, it doesn't say on here how much I paid for these, so dang it. But these look like kind of fun, I don't know, horror sci-fi type things. I really don't know too much about them. It's been weeks since I placed this order, like quite a few weeks. Then we have Species 3 and Species The Awakening. So is Species The Awakening the 4th one? I mean, Species 3 is from 2004. Species The Awakening's from 2007. I do have Species, the first Species, the original release. I think like it's an MGM Fox release or something, which I got very, very affordably. The movie, you know, I liked it, but it wasn't like anything I needed the Scream Factory Collector's Edition for. And in another sale, I did also get Species 2, which is up on the shelf there. So now I have all of them. This feels like it might actually be 2 discs. You know, these 2-packs are from Scream Factory are almost always 1 disc, from what I've seen anyway. I don't really want to use that for that, so hopefully I don't get Sharpie on the actual item, but I'm interested because it feels kind of heavy for just a 1-discer. So let's see what's in this baby here. Oh yeah, we got 2 discs. Man, that's nice. I think this one was only like $10 too. That's a bargain. Plus I had like a code to get a few bucks off, so nice little bargain there, in my opinion. Alright. Oh, we got a little James Spader here. That's right, I remember ordering some James Spader. This one was pretty affordable. I can't remember the exact price. It may be $8. But you got James Spader, Rob Lowe, in Bad Influence. Read good things about this, and I do, of course, like Mr. Spader. My liking of Spader come from the TV show The Practice, which was a show that I used to watch every week, and then there was a spin-off show called Boston Legal was the spin-off. Up next, we have a Kevin Costner, Gene Hackman movie. This one was a little bit more expensive than the others. I think this one was around $15, maybe? No Way Out here. And this one might actually already be out of print because it seems like I was looking into this one and I couldn't really find it cheap. Like I was looking how much it goes for other places. And I do enjoy some Kevin Costner. This is 1987. Kevin from 87. Alright, we got a couple more in here. I do like to get the Dolph Lundgren movies. This one wasn't really a big discount. It's Joshua Tree here. This one wasn't a big discount because I think Amazon had it close to the same price. It was one that I wanted, but part of the reason I got this one, I think, was to get over the free shipping threshold because it was only like $1 less than Amazon, but it also put me over the free shipping threshold. Christian Alfonso, I think, is that the girl from Days of Our Lives? I don't know if she's still on Days of Our Lives. She might be. Joshua Tree. Looks like a fun action movie. Blu-ray DVD combo. And then the last one, I do know what this is. This one I was kind of on the fence about, but I decided to go ahead and get it. I think this one was $10, and then my discount got me a little bit off. The Housemaid. The Housemaid here. This is one of the IFC midnight movies. Looks like it's Vietnamese, 104 minutes. I do tend to like these Asian movies. Like an Asian, I don't know if it's like a kind of a ghost story. So that should be kind of an interesting one. 104 minutes from 2018. I saw this one was also released in... there was a UK version that I had been looking at. I don't know, maybe Eureka or something released that in the UK. I have no idea which version's better, actually, but decided to go ahead and snag up the Scream Factory one. Let's not get these all confused now. So what we'll do is take a look at my Kinos that I unboxed yesterday, just, to myself, not on camera. And then we will open up the next Kino order. Actually, the one in the box, the one that I just got today, was actually the order that I placed first. And what I did was, I had a bunch of items in my cart from the Kino Memorial Day sale. I think they changed the name of the sale because it's gone on until, it might still be going. It's right around the time where I think it's ending, so it might still be going briefly. So it might be like summer sale or June sale or something now, but it's still, I believe it's still going or it just ended, one of the two. But but I had a bunch in my cart. What I'll do is I'll go through the whole list, put a bunch in my cart, movies I want to look into, and I did that, and I realized a bunch of those ones were out of stock, and my order was going to be delayed. So I got all the ones that were out of, $50 for free shipping. I realized I'm going to be able to place 2 orders that are over $50, both the orders. So I took all the ones that were out of stock out of my cart, so I could get the order earlier. It actually ended up not mattering because they sent them both at the same time, and the ones with out of stock items actually arrived sooner. So, it didn't harm me at all, but my strategy ended up not really working the way I had envisioned it working. But so I did it that way, and then I ended up adding a few and removing a few for the second order too. So let's take a look at the first order then, since the ones in this box is the first order. I'm going to open it up. I already cut it. Why am I cutting it again? What the hell? What just fell on the floor? Hopefully nothing valuable. No, it's just a marker that exploded and the ink is going all over the wood floors. Alright. Just kidding. Let's go through these one by one. The Kinos seem to almost always arrive in excellent condition. First, I do like these Agatha Christie, murder mystery stuff. And I got Endless Night. I think this one was released recently. And I don't want to look at the price for it yet. I believe it was $10, like $9.99 or whatever. It says brand new 4K master. I think this one might have been one of the ones that was released this year. It says 2020, yeah. So I read good things about it. 99 minutes from 1972. Looks like it would be a good one. Me and Charmy have been watching the Poirot show, and that's Agatha Christie also. So this should be a good one. Take a look at that one. Kino, not necessarily the greatest for special features. It looks like this has a commentary. Up next, this is Max and the Junkmen. Max and the Junkmen. Didn't really know much about this at all, but again, I looked into it, and it sounded like it was a really good one. This is from 1971, 112 minutes. It calls this a deviously compelling psychological thriller. Yeah, this actually wasn't on my radar at first, and it wasn't until I kind of looked more into some of these movies, and then this one was kind of shot up the list. Reviewers said it was very good, and I must have been interested in the subject matter. Trying to get some more of these ones, these kind of fun, old, kind of silly looking adventure movies, like Ray Harryhausen type stuff, although this isn't one. It is Dinosaurus. Again, I read some good things and some mixed things about it. Sounded pretty good to me, though. Brand new 4K restoration for Dinosaurus from 1960, 83 minutes. Nothing I've ever seen. Looks like it came out last year. But it sounds like this is a fun one, so I decided to go ahead and snag this up. Legendary Projects Unlimited Effects teams who did the Time Machine and The Outer Limits. This again was around 10. I think all of those were around 10. So we'll take a look at the prices once I get through with this. This was one of the more affordable ones. It is Mumford here. Mumford. This one was only like $6. And I looked into it. It sounded pretty good. So I was like, what the heck? I'm going to snag that up. Don't know a whole lot about the movie. Again, these, this order wasn't as long ago as the Shout Factory one, but it was, I ordered these before Memorial Day, I think. So it was, a little, I guess, long enough ago that I don't remember much about these movies. And then this is another James Spader one. I think this was $9.99, 112 minutes from 1985. You gotta get yourself some James Spader. Tough turf here, tough turf. Also starring Robert Downey Jr. there. Brand new 2K restoration. I saw other people on Blu-ray.com were getting this one, so I kind of looked into it, and it sounds like a fun one. And pretty much anything with James Spader is going to be on my radar. It looks like this one also came out in 2019. And lastly, from that box, ooh, this is a cool one. Okay. Yes, this was like high on my list. This one might have been a little bit more. This one might have been 11, but it was on my radar before, and it was just never cheap enough for me to get it. It is the Island of Dr. Moreau, which I have several versions of the Island of Dr. Moreau. Probably only watched pieces of them. I don't know if I've ever even finished one, but this looks like, with the cast and everything else, it looks like it could be one of the better ones. Michael York and Burt Lancaster. Michael York from Logan's Run, which I really enjoy. Burt Lancaster, which I haven't seen many of his movies, but that one Kino I watched, man, he was really good in that. I really liked him in that. But of course, this is based on the H.G. Wells novel from 1977, 99 Minutes. Can't remember if I already said that. When was this Blu-ray put out? It seems like Kino might have put this out a while ago. It seems like this might have been out for a while, but I don't see a copyright date on it, so I am happy to get that one. Very glad to get that. Let's take a look at the prices. That's the wrong one. I'm not going to be able to find the prices on that one. Alright, so Dinosaurus was $8.99. Mumford was $5.49, and all the other ones were $9.99. So Island of Dr. Moreau was actually $9.99. I don't know. I had never seen it at that price before. That doesn't mean that it never was. But if I had seen this one at that price, I would have snagged it already, which hopefully I didn't. I'm pretty sure it was over my price point, which I tend to stick to $9.99 or under for the Kinos. There are some times if it's like if it's one I really want, you know, I'll get it for the 11 or 12 bucks. So it depends. But yeah, I mean, out of those, I would say Island of Dr. Moreau is probably the one I'm actually the most pumped about. Endless Night looks really good. Tough Turf would be a fun one. So some cool ones there. And then my second order, which actually some of these were on the top of my... They were in the running for my first order, and I only took them out because they were sold out. Those ones were George C. Scott in Day of the Dolphin, a movie that I didn't know anything about, never heard of it. I like George C. Scott. It got in my... it actually, from the cover, I thought it was... I didn't see like it looked like more of like a military thing, like a naval thing or something like that. So I wasn't really that interested in it. The only reason I threw it in my cart was because of George C. Scott, but I looked into it and it actually sounded like kind of an interesting sci-fi thriller from 1973, 104 minutes. Very excited to get this one. It does have a brand new 4K restoration, and this one just came out also this year. Another one of the new ones I had in my cart was Secret Ceremony here, which this one I had seen, was coming out, and I was interested in the movie. Maybe in another sale I was looking into it, but it already dropped down. It was only like $8.50. It was really, really cheap. I couldn't believe it. Elizabeth Taylor, Mia Farrow, and Robert Mitchum in Secret Ceremony. This looks like a good one, kind of a thriller. It says brand new HD master from 1968, 109 minutes. Really glad to get this one at that price. This would have been one that at $9.99 or maybe even $10.99 I would have been interested, but it was like $8.50, which we're going to take a look at the prices here. Actually, we could take a look at them now. So the Day of the Dolphin, I'm pretty sure that was $9.99. Yes, it was. And Secret Ceremony, $8.49. And then another one that This one was just, you know, it was affordable. I think I saw somebody else bought it. It wasn't actually on my list of things to even look into. Washington Square. You know, for the price, I looked into it a little bit, and it actually sounded like a really good movie. Something me and Charmy could watch together. From 1997, 115 minutes. Glad to get that one for only $6.49. Was it? Yeah, $6.49 for Washington Square, which 2019. So this Blu-ray just came out. I'm not sure if this one had a Mill Creek release. Is that? Because some of these Buena Vista ones had like Mill Creek releases, so I'm looking into that now. It doesn't say it has like a new master or anything, so let me see if this has a Mill Creek version. Maybe that's why it's so cheap. So this was released January 2019, and it looks like this is the only Blu-ray here for the US, so no Mill Creek release. All right. This was one of the ones that was not part of my first order. It wasn't even on my radar until I did more research. This one, however, was. It is called Accident, and I was kind of, I think, back and forth on this one. I wasn't quite sure, and I don't remember what pushed me over the edge to get it. I believe this one was $10. Michael York also in this one. It says it's from the director of The Prowler, The Criminal, Secret Ceremony. So I got two from the same director here. Joseph Losey. This is from 1967, 105 minutes. Looks like something of a love triangle going on here or something. I think this is another thriller. I believe, but I'm not totally sure. So this was one that I was on the fence about, and obviously I ended up ordering it. And then another one that I believe just came out, which I read really good things about, which led me to get it. It is A Pure Formality, starring Roman Polanski and Gerard Depardieu. This is a French one, I do believe. And again, I read really good things about it. This was another one that actually wasn't on the radar for my first order, but I kind of stumbled across that it was supposed to be pretty good. From the director, Giuseppe Tornatore, who directed Cinema Paradiso. This is a dark and mysterious thriller. Sounds good to me. I believe this one was $9.99 also. We'll take a look. Might have been less. And then a couple more cheapies that looked good. First, Heartbreak Hotel. This is a movie about, you know, they kidnap Elvis, I guess, or something in this. So I looked into this a little bit, and for the price, it seemed like a bargain. I do like Chris Columbus. I liked Adventures in Babysitting, Home Alone, of course, Mrs. Doubtfire. I believe he directed the first two Harry Potters, which were probably my favorite. So, snag that one. What was the price of that one? That one was only $5.49 for that one. That is a bargain. And Pure Formality, $9.99 for A Pure Formality. Another cheapie here. This is my last one. And it doesn't necessarily look like a movie that I would like, but I read really good things about it, actually. High Heels and Lowlives. Now, this one might have been one that had a Mill Creek. I want to look that up because I feel like maybe it did. High Heels. Let's make sure that we have accurate information here on PMacMovies. No, maybe it didn't. I don't think that this did have a Mill Creek. There was a few that had Mill Creeks, and I passed on those. So this one did not, but it sounds like kind of an action comedy, I think, which I tend to like action comedies. It didn't, just from looking at the cover, it didn't really look like a movie that would appeal to me. However, reading into it a little bit more, it sounded like one that would be fun, again, for me and Charmy to watch. Directed by Mel Smith. Funny man Mel Smith. What did he direct? Bean? Radioland Murders? Michael Gambon's in this, too. Was Michael Gambon the first? I think he was the Dumbledore of the first couple Harry Potter movies. Also in Gosford Park, which is a good one. Arrow put out. Oh, okay. So, let's take a look at what I showed off this time. Some really cool Kinos, and I believe that the order is still going if you're interested in any of these. Kino does a good job. They don't really put a whole lot of padding in their shipments, but it seems like I always get everything near perfect, other than that one that had like part of the case wasn't there, but that wasn't damaged from shipping. And then Shout Factory, which these look like they're in good shape too, so happy with that. You know, with everything going on right now, these places are having a hard time, it seems, getting stuff out because they have to do the social distancing stuff. And so I got orders out. Vinegar Syndrome, Grindhouse Video, both had sales. Twilight Time, which I ordered ages ago. And I'm not in a hurry to watch any of the Twilight Times that I ordered. I just wanted to be sure that I was going to get all the ones that I ordered, which it sounds like I will be. Some people were getting emails that they're sold out after they had ordered it, and then people were like getting it. People that ordered it days later were getting them, and the people that ordered them before were getting the orders canceled. But it sounds like I'm going to be getting all mine. You can see up here I have like my Vestrons over here, and then my Twilight Times through here. I mean, I don't have a ton of them. There's not a billion of them that I want, but I do have those. And actually, I don't know if I ever showed off this Vestron. I do have Maximum Overdrive. I ordered it from Amazon. It was pictured with the slipcover. I was hoping I would get a slipcover for it. I think it was a deal. It was down to like 17 or 18 bucks. And if I didn't get it, because with the Vestrons, I do want the slipcovers. I got a slipcover for all the ones that I have, which is most of them. So I only wanted this for that price if it had a slipcover. And it didn't have a slipcover. I did like a little customer service chat. They offered me $5 back to keep it, and I said, I'd rather just return it and get my money back and try to find one with a slipcover. This slipcover must be hard to find, and he said just send it back. But then when I looked in my Amazon stuff, it showed that I already sent it back. So you know, they just put it through that I already sent it back, so I can keep that one, and I will gladly do so. Never seen that movie, by the way, but I did want that Vestron. Free without the slipcover I will take, but even at $12 without the slip, I mean, the Vestrons, the slipcovers are just nice, and the quality of the releases isn't necessarily the greatest. I mean, the slipcovers, nice on those, but don't be a crazy slipcover bastard, PMac. We know how you like to make fun of them. Anywho, thanks for watching. Again, check out the description section if you're interested in helping out the channel. I haven't been getting a whole lot of comments lately, unfortunately, on my videos, which is kind of disappointing. I feel like if I'm going to put the effort forth, I at least want some interaction. So I might start going to like maybe, you know, monthly videos or every other week or something like that if people just aren't not really caring a whole lot about the videos. I don't know. It's not really worth it to me because I'm usually strapped for time. Like right now, Charmaine's probably waiting for me, so I got to get going here. But we will see you guys next time on PMacMovies.